NEPO babies, which I think it's the most commonly used term among the two, refers to children of the wealthy with connections in high places, making their parents' influence open doors for them and guaranteeing their success because of the abundance of resources available to them. While LAPO baby, a term I just learned a few days ago, is the opposite. Children from families who cannot get them connections in high places. But this is what confuses me. Do families from the middle class fall in the LAPO category too? Because such families might be able to at least open some doors for their children in some capacity. But for the sake of banter, it looks like even the middle class kids refer to themselves as LAPO babies. Before we dive even further, welcome to the Mango Drop, aka TMD. Depending on the platform you're watching this, please subscribe or follow the page. Thanks. At first, the conversation highlighted privileges, but in a split second, it took a more darker tone, one that looked like transferred aggressions from personal struggles which led to borderline hate. People on X were quick to start pointing out famous children of the rich and wealthy, the likes of DJ Copy, Temi, Otedola, Davido, and so on, claiming whatever success they enjoy was bought. However, others said this might look true on the surface, but you cannot rule out the hard work that some of the NEPO babies are putting in, which then led to some even saying that these NEPO babies outwork kids without these privileges. This was when the conversation went on a full-on war. I observed, engaged, and tried to enlighten, but people seem hurt beyond logic, so I took a step back and just observed. And this is what I can tell you from everything that I have noticed. A lot of Nigerians do not understand how wealth works. As much as wealth can be transferred, it can only be upheld for as long as the receiver is willing to sustain and multiply it. If he fails to do so, it will crumble, and even worse, he might even lose it all. The idea that the rich gets richer does not mean the money just multiplies on its own. Hard work, either through a groundwork that has been laid or a system that continues to turn the money over in a faster pace than the money is being spent. Take Femi Otedola for example. A lot of people attribute his wealth to his father being a governor, but how much of this is true? Did you know before his father Michael Otedola was even governor, he worked with Mobil Oil, worked in television? As a matter of fact, he was only a governor for a really short period of time. He only served as a governor for a year and 10 months roughly, which is from the 2nd January 1992 to 17th of November 1993, before he got booted by Abacha. So you mean all this man's wealth, despite being wealthy before becoming governor, is tied down to a year and a couple of months as governor? Let's even imagine that this were to be true, that all the wealth came from politics. How come people who spent 4 years and 8 years in office do not even have children who are billionaires today like Femi Otedola? Now you have to think about it. You see, why discrediting Femi Otedola's hard work makes no sense to me. I'm not saying his father's influence did not help him open doors, but I am saying he worked his butt off to have what he has today. People talk about Davido like his dad's money was all it took. First, success is you showing up every day, preparing, planning, not lazying around expecting money to just do all the work. You see, that saying that goes, let money work for you, can be quite deceiving. Money won't work for you if you do not plan, if you do not formulate a system that works. It is that system that will make money work for you. That is the hard work part of it. Money plays a key role in any investments, no doubt. I mean, how do you even fund the business in the first place? How do you grow it? I acknowledge the fact that Davido's father being a billionaire gave him an advantage, but you cannot take the hard work he put in away from him. Setting up the business to stay lucrative, investing in it, promoting, building relationships and fostering connections, not playing and gallivanting with daddy's money, going up and about, hungry for success like he had no money to fall back to. The constant grind, the discipline, the motivation, this is what made the funding work. If he did not do any of these things, the industry would have just swallowed whatever cash he was pumping in. You would know him as a famous person, but it won't mean he will be a high earner in the music industry. Look at DJ Copy for example. She is famous, but is she cashing out from being a DJ? Not really. YSG that signed Vector is owned by the son of billionaire businessman who owns Young Shall Grow. Where is the YSG record label today? Meanwhile, Davido's DMW still stands today, boasting of several artists. The late Goldie was famous for releasing very expensive music videos shot by Clarence Peters back in the day. She managed to have only one hit, which was the one featuring LD. Prior to that, she had made close to 10 videos and scores of songs, no hit song. She was famous but was not cashing out. Even after her one hit, she kept on dropping music videos but wasn't successful. Story has it that her husband funded all her lifestyle and music, yet she couldn't become a megastar with all the resources because the hard work was missing. So when you look at some NEPO babies achieving success, it's not only because the door was open to them, but also because they are working hard and their parents invested a lot in their education. A lot of people believe NEPO babies don't work hard. Working hard is not only a trait to a struggling person, it can be true for the privileged. Some NEPO babies will outwork you. Do not get it confused. Don't think the ones famous on social media, busy spending daddy's money and not really doing anything, represent all NEPO babies. Some of them are working hard and flipping wealth at a rate that will shock you. I do agree that the confidence of them putting in the work can come from the knowledge of them knowing that they have an abundance of resources available to them. While to someone who does not have that much resources, he will stall, tread carefully because he does not have the bandwidth to accommodate failure. I agree life isn't fair. We all get to experience it a bit different, but do not rule out that NEPO babies work hard. It's like saying the wealthy stopped working because they became wealthy. Keeping wealth is harder than making it. My advice is leave NEPO babies alone and stop blaming them for having an abundance of resources that you do not have. This mindset will only leave you unprepared in life, and the lack of preparedness is why you cannot keep winning. Like, you might have a big break once, but you will waste it, struggle to keep it, because you believe wealth is fixed, that once achieved, work stops. My final thought is, are NEPO babies the only ones whose parents have used their influence to get them into rooms? No. No matter how small the capacity, as long as your parents have had to make a call to make a door open for you, a door that you do not fully qualify for, that's nepotistic in nature, and that makes you somewhat of a NEPO baby as well. So this idea that only the wealthy fits the term does not sit perfectly well with me. It looks like you only use it in convenient conversations, like doors too big for your parents' influence to get you in, but you used your parents' influence to gain admission into a university that you did not meet the cutoff mark. You have had your parents call a friend or relative to sign you a paper or get you preferential treatment at an establishment, even to have you employed. Some of you have had your parents pull strings for you to get employed, uncles or whatever. What do you think happened there? That makes you a NEPO baby, kinda. Do you think you are playing on a leveled field at that point? Or are you using the opportunity and the resources available to you to get ahead of others? Or you lot are just hypocrites, calling someone a NEPO baby only in situations too big for your family's influence to get you in, while you as well, in whatever small capacity, have had your parents' influence open some doors for you? I feel this is an interesting conversation that had to be had if we all claim to be working hard towards success. So that's it for today. Thank you. Remember, hit the like button, leave a comment below. A sub to the channel will be highly appreciated if you're watching this on YouTube, and if you're watching this on Instagram, IG and on Facebook, hit the follow button as well. Thank you, and we'll see you on the next episode. Peace.